Okay, good afternoon all. Hope everyone is well. Happy Friday. Another week done. Now, I might have a little bit of an issue here. I don't think I can trade any of my accounts for some reason. It won't let me trade any of my accounts. I don't know why. So I've had to pick up an evaluation. So for some reason, what I've decided to do, I was looking at the MES chart for yesterday. I noticed there was a couple of penguin trades. We got this channel up like that. We had this move down yesterday and we had two nice legs up. That is kind of a nice looking penguin trade. So whether I got in there or whether I got in there clearly worked. And there was one up here as well. We had that big move up, two clear attempts to push lower. That one would have worked as well. So I thought I'd still continue to do the penguin style on the MES. So what I did is I went into my Guardian Angel, and where it says position size, you can add. So I selected add and I had two in there. So one for the ES, which I've put as max contract that can trade one contract, and the MES maximum of 4 contracts. So I copied that to the rest of the accounts, and for some reason it won't let me open a position. It's graying out, and the frustrating thing is I only have it so that I can get into the account from 12 to 1 UK time and over the weekend, so I can't even get in to find out exactly what I've done. And if I go into log here to see if something logged when I was trying to enter it, I can't figure out why it won't let me not trade it for some reason. So if I click select any of the accounts, it's grayed out. The only one it'll let me trade is the one I just picked up, the evaluation. So I think the settings like go into place the next day. But I could be wrong. Wait, not usually. Even so though, you know where it says position size? Now I've added a position size 1. So that's the maximum position I can use for the ES. But I obviously wanted to trade the MES as well for, any penguin setups. So where it says position size, there's a button that says add. So you can obviously add 4 contracts for the MES and however many contracts, in my case, 1 contract for the ES. So I selected OK. Yeah, 1500 was an eval. I took that trade there, the higher low there. I think I went 9 contracts or something like that, and it just shut up and did it quick. So yeah, you can see it says Apex there. So I don't know what I've done. And that's the frustrating thing, is until tomorrow or till after midnight, I can't go in and figure out exactly what I've done. You said that, well, it's either that or I can't trade today. And they're only work out at £12, about $14 at the moment. But I can't trade any of my accounts. Because if I select I've got my funded take profit trade, it's grayed out. It won't. It won't let me trade for some reason. The only thing I can think of is something in the settings that I was unaware of. So it's either I can't trade today or just pick up an eval. So I just picked up an evaluation. So I'm just going to trade that just on 3 contracts. Now I've got a decent amount in there. Just going to trade it. It's John Blockchain. I can't even get into my Traderify accounts for some reason. It's definitely something, because if I go into an account there, that's what it does. I can't buy or sell. It grays it out. So if I go into log, it won't leave me. It's got rid of the position size. So I don't know what I've changed that's made a difference, to be honest with you. All I did was, because I'm looking at the MES chart as well, I didn't want to set max contracts that I can risk to 4 contracts, because that means I could accidentally risk 4 contracts. Yeah, I know, it's typical, isn't it, Jay? So I don't know why adding adding to that would make a difference, but it won't let me trade it. So I don't know what I've done, to be honest with you, but unfortunately, that's the thing about Guardian Angel Trader. Did you select instrument? Will it open on the ES? I went in and I went through the settings, and where it says position size, I clicked add and I added an ES, and I selected that to 1 contract max, and I added the MES and select that for 4 contract max, which is the micros. And then I went to the settings down the bottom and I copied it to all the accounts. So for some reason, I've got MES up here. Even if I go into MES and I select one of mine, they're grayed out. They won't let me trade. On none of them, the My Funded Futures or my Apex PAs, it won't let me trade. I don't understand why. So the only thing I can do, well, the trouble is, when you're locked out, you literally can't get into it. So it was either not trade today or just pick up an evaluation, and they're still 90% off at the moment. So I thought I'd just do that. But I really like that. I like that trade there. So the long trade, and it was kind of nice up here. So I just went for, I think I went for 6 contracts there. But now I've got a decent amount. I'm just going to trade it at 3 contracts. Let me just check this.
Order submitted.
The one evaluation, yeah. So
Order
I don't
canceled.
know what I've done, to be honest with you. There's no way you can go in and find out, because I'm locked out of it now till... The only time I allow myself to get into it is between 12 and what? See, 2:30 is normal trading time. So I allow myself to get in between 12 and 1. I was chatting to a trader buddy of mine, Marlon, and he said, lock it out till the weekend. The trouble is, if it had been on a Monday now, I wouldn't have been able to get in all week. So that's why I allow myself 1 hour before trading. So I've not been trading, so I've not made any mistakes, so I can adjust anything if I make a mistake. But I don't know. The only thing I've changed is I've added to the position size 4 on the micros and 1 on the minis. And then I went through and copied it. And so I don't know what else I've done. So it's strange. I thought I'd wait till 2:30. Maybe I've done something there, but it doesn't matter what I do if I go any... Hold on a minute. Hold on a sec. Oh no, it's grayed out still. Doesn't matter what I do. They're grayed out. I can't do anything. Apart from the...
Order submitted.
The evaluation.
Order
so
canceled.
I don't know why, which is a bit frustrating. But on the good side, it's a Friday, so... Tried disconnecting and reconnecting. I've tried shutting it down, reopen it. Let's try it again. So if I disconnect both of them and then reconnect both of them. See, it says NinjaScript AlgoTech failed to get the latest client release. I don't know what that means. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, they're all grayed out. So the only one I can trade today is this evaluation I've picked up. Oh. That's it there. Okay. So, yeah, I'm not too sure. But, yeah, twice I've shut NinjaTrader down and opened it up. But I'm looking in the logs, and it doesn't really mean much to me, any of this sort of stuff. But this doesn't mean anything to me. I mean, the only thing that grays those out, I've just disconnected. I'll tell you what, let's shut it all down and then I'll reopen it, see what happens then. So, interested mail list score. Yeah, trading server. I'll have a look in a sec, bud. Where's the, there. Move that over the way. So, let's connect them. The only thing that grays those out is Guardian Angel. Connections. Okay, so Traderfy is connected. No, they're still grayed out. It's definitely something in Guardian Angel Trader I've done. But until tomorrow now, I can't check, which is a bit of a pain. Can't do any of the, the only ones I can do is the evaluation. Let me have a look. Reading a posted interesting mail. Oh, the John Skelton thing. Yeah, I saw it. I got the email yesterday. It was initially sent to. It was kind of some stuff we already knew. I think. Hold on a sec. Please read this entire mail. Another mail. Apex is sending people, and they don't have a payout request. Yeah, I don't know why they're doing this. They've been down this road before. I thought they'd stop doing this. The trouble is, please provide chart screenshots of your executions with markups of your explain strategy system for each of the 5 days after the email. Please submit these daily at the end of your trading and journal session. Please tell me they're not doing this every flipping time. Is this every time you want to request a payment? From time to time, we review accounts and request further. Okay, so yeah, they're not doing it every time, I think, just on occasion. From time to time, we review accounts and request further information to assure compliance. Know your customer procedures and to evaluate accounts. Your accounts have been selected for review and we need to request. Is this an email that's been sent to you, Karina, is it? Have to put ES 625. Hold on a sec. Thing is, I've got MES up here. MES isn't working either. Grayed out. Pull up my eval account. Yeah, it's here. This is it here. Yeah, I did. Because I put 4 contracts for the MES and 1 contract for the ES. Because I thought if I put 4 contracts and something goes wrong and I panic, you can pull up your new eval. I don't know. I can because I've selected global. Let me have a check. Yeah, I can't. I've selected global. If you select global, it and lock out. Otherwise, you can open a new eval, change the settings, and get back into your PA accounts. So yeah, you can't. If I click new and then yeah, here, look. There's my new ones. If I select them, it won't let me. I have it locked out from 12 to 1. I can get into it, and then 1 minute to midnight and 1 minute after. So I have it set. You can set lock SIM accounts or global. So otherwise, all you've got to do is get yourself a new evaluation. If you panic, something goes wrong, you get yourself an. When I added an instrument MES, it grayed out my orders like yours. When I added it to ES26, it immediately came back. 626. I can't remember where I'd done it or not. 620. Oh, sorry, 625. So the only way I can change it is to go back into it, which I can't do at the moment. Unfortunately, after type for the. Oh, I see. Can't just add ES. Ah, okay. Well, I'm screwed today anyway. At least I'm not going to have a red day today anyway. So I got you. That's the secret. So you've actually got to do. Let me just take a photo of that. I can do that over the weekend. You can't even uninstall it, bud. That's the beauty about Guardian Angel Trader. I have Ninja Script, hide Ninja Script something or other, which stops me deleting the software. The trouble is, if you're on tilt and you want to get back into your account, that's why they put in there, because people would just delete the software. Yes, you can. There's probably a way. Trouble is, if I delete it, how do I get it back in and all that? I might as well just not trade my accounts just for today. What I'll do is over the weekend I'll have a play around with. But you must do more than just uninstall. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to bother going down that road. I'll just leave them today. I've got a couple of evaluations here today. Well, I've got two evaluations. Evaluations are only $15 at the moment, so that's fine. Shoulder, head, shoulder.
Order filled.
That's fine.
Target filled.
1 contract. What happened to 3? I thought I was trading 3 contracts on that. I like this on there. We've got a leg down, 2 attempts to push up. So what I'm seeing on this chart is we've got a channel with a break, 2 pushes up, looking for 2 legs down. So let's just switch to 3 contracts. Don't need be in day 1. Don't need be in 1 day. Get us 2 for other companies. Yeah. Quick question, Karina. That email you got, was that for you, or was just that a standard email? I don't know. I got one. So I think what it is, from what I can gather, people are trading people's accounts for them, and if there's something suspicious there, that's why they're doing it, I think. Let me just check my emails. Sometimes they go into a spam. Let's have a look. Junk. Nope, the last 3 emails were for the 90% off. I've got a video message about evaluations, but nothing that says... Yeah, I have got an email with a ton of stuff in, but this was one I got on Thursday. What day are we today? Oh, yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, got it yesterday. Early hours of yesterday morning. Hi, Apex Affiliates. This is a video message from John walking you through evaluation limitations. There is a video. To be fair, I watched some of it, but it went on for 30 minutes and he kept repeating himself a little bit. So I thought I'd come back to it. Apex has offered live since 2000. Yeah, I'm going to have a read for that. I think what's happening, I keep getting, I don't know about you guys, but on Facebook now and again, I get a pop-up of a video saying, we'll trade your evaluations for you or your live account for you. We guarantee something or other. So I think it sounds people have the accounts. Yeah, well, yeah, I know. I don't quite understand how they're working, how they're going about stuff at the moment, which is why I'm starting to diversify a little bit. I don't want all my eggs in one basket. Not that I'm worried about them going under. You just don't know what's coming out next year, but so anyway, just for now, I've got an evaluation here. Well, I've got 2 of them. I'm just going to trade them one at a time on 3 contracts today. And I'll sort my yeah, I know that video was going around, wasn't it? I don't know how you can mention the word schemers and scammers in the same sentence, to be honest with you. I don't know. It's just odd. It's just odd, which is why I'm starting to diversify a bit. I think they need to do something, put it that way. I think they need to do something. Anyway, I don't need that trade of 8 window open now, do I? So that sounds like what I've done there, Jay. Sounds like it was Jay, wasn't it? Mentioned that. So I've just put in ES. I haven't put in the contract date. So all I've got to do is type in 0625. So you had the same problem. So it's not the end of the world. I know a trader buddy of mine, Marlon, said lock it out for the whole week until the weekends. The only trouble is if you make a mistake, you can't, especially on a Monday, you can't trade your accounts. So, yeah. So anyway, I've got a couple of evals. At least I've got something to trade with. But the reason I did it was because I am seeing trades. That was a really nice penguin style trade. We've got a really nice move down there. 2 clear legs up. I'd have jumped in there. I think Penguin took it. I think he got in here. And he put his stop here. In which case he was out here. Now, if we've had a nice fitting channel and 2 clear legs, 9 times out of 10, this is going to come down anyway. So I'd be inclined to sell there. Put me stop above there. And the good thing about getting in early, you could potentially go for 1 risk for 2 reward, or you could just, if you're in early, instead of there, you're out early. So there is a possibility that you could, I think I've got a 1 to 2 here somewhere. Yeah, I have. There is a possibility if you wanted to. You could risk 1 to make 2. Okay, we've got some news coming up in about 5 minutes. In which case, if you got in there because you got in early instead of here, you could go from 1 to 2, and there you're out before the lows. So that's a possibility. So yeah. So, and there was another one that I liked as well. I have a feeling he took this one, and that's where he took it, and that clear worked as well. We got a nice sharp trend up, 2 clear attempts to go lower. We got a bounce there, push up above that EMA. I think he took it there. So that's why I decided to add to my position size. So it just gives me, you know, I mean, trading was crap yesterday, to be fair. Now this, the 10 range bar, has been quite good lately, but yesterday it just didn't produce much. So, you know, I thought I can look at this. Ideally, I'd like to just trade on this alone and use the 2000 ES just for kind of confirmation. But I'd also like to trade the odd penguin setup that I see on the MES. So I've got the 2 kind of setups, if you like. It just gives me that opportunity to see the head and shoulders here, shoulder, head, shoulder, and down. So it just gives me the ability to, you know, add extra trades if you know, if that's the case. So it's hard to know what's going on, but trading, apart from that first initial bit yesterday, that initial leg down, this here, set up there, that was a possibility as well. Once it started doing this up down, it was just kind of all over the place, wasn't it? Not the easiest to trade. So got a channel down there. Now there may be, I'll be inclined to do that. Channel break new low. I'm guessing that is something that Dan would probably do, and Mac. Whether it's there or whether it's there, either way we got a break. So I will be less inclined to go short there, and that's why got a channel with a break. You could even draw that tight and say we've had a break in a new high. So if you've got that as one channel, channel break, new high, bearish bar, lower high, there'll be traders who take that. Trigger, stop out. So remember I mentioned yesterday about looking at Thomas Wade's setup, news in 2 minutes, looking at the way Thomas Wade set his channel up and the way Mac did. Mac had it like that. Thomas Wade had it like that. We got a micro channel with a break, new high, lower high. I wouldn't be surprised if some traders take that, but I'm just tending to keep my channels tighter now, and that will help me avoid those. I don't understand why Apex started to request trading evidence. The result is enough by itself, and why. I'm guessing, well, I'm saying guessing, I've got a fair idea. I've seen it quite a lot now on Facebook when you see these little ads pop up. We'll trade your account for you. So whether that's happening a lot and they want to see that it's you, I can't see. If you've got nothing to hide, they'll know. I mean, if you're a genuine trader, they'll know people to get their payments will do what they ask, in which case they'll be satisfied and they'll pay you. Trouble is, one, it's going to make a hell of a lot more work for them. The only reason I can see that they're doing it is because other people, there are companies or whatever trading their accounts. That's the only reason I can sort of figure out why. So they make sure you are. Yeah, I can't tell you how many pop-ups I've seen on Facebook that will trade your accounts for you, and I'm guessing it's happening a lot. So whether it's that or whether they got some sort of algo trading it for them, I really don't know. But that's the only reason that I can tell. Channel break new high. That's tempting to take there. Not now. Of course, yeah, we got news, haven't we? That's the only reason I can think. People buying evals. Yeah, Look, I think it's a case of if it's an issue or it's bothering you, I think leave Apex alone and pick up something like some My Funny Futures or what. I've got to say, fingers crossed. So far, I've always been paid, and I've never attempted to take that. I've always been paid, and I've never been not paid. I've been denied, absolutely, but I've never not been paid when I've followed the rules. Yeah, I know that you do feel like that. You shouldn't have to prove yourself, really. They should have things in place. They shouldn't have to, oh, should I do that? It is wrong. Hopefully, if enough people say, I ain't doing it, and they go elsewhere, they may decide that they're going to have to do something, because they're going to piss people off, and people will just go, I'm trading somewhere else. I want to do while trainers record. Oh, shit. I know what you mean. Now, I don't think they're going to do it with everybody. Well, they're not going to do it with everybody. They're going to do it with people they're suspicious about for some reason. So, as long as it happens to maybe only 0.5% of people, and they have some sort of suspicion, that is not so much of a major worry. Unfortunately, we work for them, our contract. So to follow their rules and less trade your own money, or go to another prop firm. That's the option as well. Yeah, I mean, what I would say is I wouldn't worry too much about it. If it happens to you, then you could say, I ain't doing it, or I'll do it once, but I'm not doing it again, and then I'll just go elsewhere. The trouble is, if you piss off enough people, people will just move to another prop firm and they'll start to lose business. Yeah, I mean, I'm diversified now, as you know. I've got 2 accounts, 2 PAs with Apex, and just picked up 2 evaluations, and I've got 4 accounts with Traderify. I'm going to, as soon as I get a payment from Traderify, I'm going to add a 5th. And then I'm going to try and add, my plan is to add 5 Apex, 5 Traderify, 5 Take Profit Trader. That's what I'd like to do for now. But I haven't had any issues with Apex as yet. I've always been paid when I follow the rules. When I haven't followed the rules, I haven't been paid. So I think it's a case of see how things go. Now, I'm guessing it's going to be a very small minority they do right to, and there's no point, if they're not trading their own account, there's no point in having people to email them and to check all this information if they're genuinely, you know, people trading their own accounts. Otherwise, it's counterproductive. I had problems with on the job. I quit. Yeah. I never had an issue with Apex payouts, and I've been working good too. Yeah, I think if you're trading normally, I wouldn't worry about it. If you've got someone trading your account, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if you get a knock on the door or an email. But put it this way, if I found they started stopping my payments or saying you haven't traded properly when I have, that's when I go elsewhere. Now, I mean, I've had Apex accounts for 2 odd years now, and I like the fact you can get 20. I like the fact that I can pick them up like now for $15. If I wanted to go to My Funny Futures or Take Profit Trader now, it's going to cost me about $120, $119, and if I fail it, I've lost. That's how much it's cost me. So I like the fact that I can buy cheaper valuations. But I don't know what's going to happen with Apex, to be honest with you. Hopefully, there's very few people that are going to have to prove themselves. So anyway, let's have a look. So we got a leg up here. Are we getting a second leg up? It's hard to say at the moment. So yeah, if anybody doesn't know, I got two evaluations at the moment. I've changed some settings in my Guardian Angel trader, and I can't trade my accounts. They're greyed out. So just for now, so I can trade, we've got to move up with a correction. Just for now, so I can trade, I'm just trading a couple of evaluations. Then pay cut, yeah. It's a tough one, Karina. It's hard to know what they're doing. Perhaps them sending out an email is a way of saying, if you're getting people trading your accounts, we're going to find out. So maybe they're just doing it just to warn people so they stop doing it. I don't know. But I suppose in any company will look for ways to save costs. Whatever company they are, they'll look for ways to save costs. And if people aren't trading their own account and they're getting people, they're going to find a way to save costs on those people. I think what they want to do is I don't think it's fair that you should ask for someone how you trade. It shouldn't be up to you to prove how you trade. It should be up to them to prove you're not. Now, I don't know exactly what they're going to do. But if people are trading their accounts for them, it's against their policies. So I don't doubt it happens. So they're going to try and find a way of weeding it out. But unfortunately, yeah, absolutely. I think it's a case of if things are going okay, don't change it. If you start to have problems, that's when you've got to think about, do I either send them the information or I walk somewhere else? You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? You may not even, I've never had an email, you may not, but see whether they'd even bother with me. If they want to see me trade, all they've got to do is watch the stream. I dare say they're aware, as a business, they're bound to be aware of streamers using their accounts. They're bound to be. So, you know, for the likes of someone like me, all they've got to do is watch my stream. They can see me, they can hear me talk, they can see me take trades. So, but I wouldn't worry about it until you get an email. If you get an email, then you got to make a decision what you want to do. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, I'm only small fry to be compared to, you know, people like Patrick and Nutty. I'm small fry. I'm not what I would call a YouTuber as such. I just stream. I don't make videos or stuff like that. Just it doesn't interest me. All I do is stream. So, but I think it's probably good practice for them to know their affiliates are, especially ones that, are kind of live streaming, I suppose, for obvious reasons. I know they're certainly aware of Alpine. I know when they changed the rules last time, he was trading without a stop and prepared to lose the account, and a lot of people were copying him, and when they actually made that video, you could clearly tell they were talking about Alpine, so they're definitely aware of him. And I don't think Alpine helped the situation, because he was openly saying that take the risks on your accounts, and if they refuse you, all you've got to do is trade 8 days. Now, we can work that out for ourselves, but when you're a streamer with, I don't know, 3,000 or 4,000 views a day and you're openly saying it, they may be listening and they're going to go, hold on a minute, you know what I mean? Seem to be gaming their system just like I. But yeah, I mean, Alpine was making a ton of money trading without a stop. Now, I don't blame him. That's what you call a legal loophole. That was down to Apex. They shouldn't have allowed it if they didn't want it. And I'm glad they let him carry on trading, whether it was because they thought, well, he's an affiliate, he makes us money. But if there's a legal way of doing stuff, you can't penalise people for it. You've got to change the rules. I mean, how many? You know, you look at some of these companies. I mean, I've heard rumours that, you know, people like companies like Amazon pay very little tax. Why? Because there's legal loopholes. So you can't blame people for exploiting them. But what he should have done is kept his mouth shut and carried on trading and making as much money while he could. But he was kind of openly saying, you know, that. So I don't know. No, it shouldn't really. But if they're not happy with it, they should change the rules. But if they don't change the rules, you can't blame people for doing it. Oh Christ! If it was illegal, if I've tried to get away with not paying less tax, I happily would. In this country. So, but yeah, I mean, he was quite open about it, Alpine, and I think it ended up stinging a lot of people because of it. But they were paying him a ton of money. I mean, in real terms, you can't trade without a stop. It's a matter of, you know, especially if you want to blow the account. But it's besides the point. If they allowed it, then they can't penalise people for trading that way. We're finding a bit of support here. We've had 2 legs up there. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Karina, what they're going to do. You might find it with very few people that they contact and get them to prove themselves. If people are using companies to trade for them, we know they don't allow that. So if they're aware that's happening, they're going to try and find ways to stop people from doing it. And one of the ways, I suppose, is saying, okay, we think you may be getting someone to trade with you. Show me your position, show me your trade, and so on and so forth. So, I don't know what's going on here at the moment. I don't know, actually. I'm not sure if they can. I asked the question, actually, a week ago. Can I trade from a different address? Remember a week or so ago, I was talking about trading from an office. So I put a post on one of the Facebook groups and said, can I trade from an office other than my own address? Are they going to start questioning it? And loads of people said, no, I trade when I go on holiday. So, yeah, you'd think maybe if you're trade, but I don't know whether these people can trade your computer, connect to your computer. I don't know all the ins and outs of it. Probably Jan may be able to help you with that. He's quite techie when it comes to that. But I wouldn't be surprised if someone can remotely trade your system. For there's bound to be software out there. Wherever there's ways of making money or exploiting loopholes, there's people out there doing it. For sure. So I don't know what the case is. At the end of the day, I think it'll be very few people they'll message. So if you haven't been messaged as of yet, I won't worry about it. If they do message you, then you can say, okay, I either accept this and show them, but I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to prove it once. And if you don't, if I get another email, I'm going elsewhere. So you got options then, haven't you? But we know they've been trying to stop this in the past. So Panda keep bloater thing. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do, Karina, to be honest with you. It's hard to know. All I know, the last couple of days have been seriously choppy. That afternoon wasn't particularly good. I think Panda has turned from a trader into a YouTuber. I don't think he's I don't know how he trades. His trades seem to be quite random, and he takes half a dozen of them at least. Mind you, I'm sure I saw something that I saw some sort of a pop-up that he's getting paid. Some I don't quite know. You trade from a different IP. Yeah, so I just didn't know whether they'd question it if I traded from an office, but I suppose thinking about it, people trade on the move, don't they? If you're on holiday, you can take it with you. You can see blood on his stream. I know, he seems to have lost touch with things. I looked at some of his older videos once and he made money, but he's just seemed to completely lost all... I don't know. He's just completely seemed to have lost his way, which is not nice to see, but his seem to be more about entertainment now, I think, don't they? Truthfully, none of us. No, I don't know how they're going to do it. I'm guessing, technically, whatever you've built up in that account, I'm assuming, see, if you think about it, while you're, let's say you've got 5 accounts and you've got 2,500 in each account. So you've got, what, $12,500. If you're getting paid every month, it's a SIM-funded account, so they're paying you and they're not really making anything. So traders who are careful and steady are the ones I think they're going to be putting onto a live account. Now, I'm assuming all that money goes into a live account, and I'm guessing they probably take 10% of it. But if all that money is going into a live account, you might as well take all the money and put it into your own live account rather than pay them 10%. If you're a consistent trader and whatever money you've got into your account, they put into a live account and take a percentage of it, you might as well take it all yourself and trade it yourself. So I don't know what they're going to do. I think all companies will move to live because while you're blowing accounts, they're making money. When you stop taking evaluations and you've got X amount of PAs and you're making consistent money every month, that's coming out of their pocket. So they're not going to want you, which is annoying. But another thing as well, I was watching a video yesterday on YouTube, someone else who mentioned about these rules and said they don't leave a lot of money in the account now. They take out regular, so it never grows that much. So I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, prop firms are good to learn your craft and to experience what it's like to have money. They're good for that. Now, you'll probably be able to take out quite a bit of money, really, before they put you on there. So, I don't know. I wouldn't worry about it until something happens. So, I mean, I'm certainly at the moment limiting the amount of accounts I've got with one certain prop firm. Not for any particular reason. I just prefer to diversify. But I wouldn't worry about it. All prop firms are in the same boat. They all pay you from a SIM account. And if you're making consistent money and they're paying you every month for a period of time, they're all going to put you onto a live account. Because why pay you from a SIM account when they can put you onto a live account? You still earn the same money and they take a percentage of it. But what my answer to that is, apparently before they do that, they give you option to withdraw everything. If you're a consistent trader, you might as well withdraw it, put it into your own account, and that way you get the full 100% instead of losing 10% of it. So yeah, I don't like leaving a lot of money in. Fiasco. Raise some alarm bells. Yeah. That's why I think it's a good idea to have maybe 5 accounts with 4 or 5 different firms. That way, just in case. I mean, if you've got with Traderify, if you had 20 accounts with Traderify and you had a ton of money in it and that was your whole trading bundle, you lost everything. It's the same as investing in it. I would never advise anybody to invest all your money in one company. Spread it around a bit that way. If something happens to one company, you haven't got all your eggs in one basket. It's why I like investing. I know a lot of my pensions invested in the S&P 500 because you're invested in 500 of the top companies in the US. So if anything happens to one of them, it's neither in nor there. So there may be a small break here with 2 pushes up to a new high. So I'm just avoiding a long here at the moment. I'm not so sure whether I think there's a break there. I think there probably is. So let's just see. Yes. So Dan has got that. Is that right? Yeah. Dan's got that, yes. We got a break, higher low, and a new high. We're coming up to the top of the support here. We've got a measured move. Now, if this is ranging, we've had a break out of it here, so we may get one at the top. It's hard to say. Yeah, you too, bud. Take it easy. Take it easy. Yeah, it is slow. Technically, we've had a break and a new high. We're getting close to some support up here, so we've got a leg up with a correction and a leg up. It's a failure here on this chart, but we've already made a new high after a break, 2 pushes to a new high, so I'm just sitting tight here. So bounce, bounce, bounce. So we're coming up to some support here, so I think there's probably a chance it may try and push higher, but I wouldn't want to do it there. It's too far from that EMA. We've got a bearish bar. You could call that a triple test. We've got a bearish bar. This could turn into a lower high. Oh. Yeah, my plan is to have 5 accounts with different companies.
Order submitted.
It's hard to know whether this is going to push higher after a break.
Order filled.
Okay. See how that works. Lower high there. Now it is only a sim here.
Stop filled. Order filled.
Second entry long. I've been caught out there. See if this works.
Order filled. Order filled.
Going in heavy. Come on, break through there. 1, 2 pushes up. Come on, push through. Don't you dare come back and get me. I'm in 9 contracts here. Second entry long, surely. Would you believe it? Oh, it's going to take me out here for sure. Do I get out now? Let's get out of here.
Stop filled. Order filled.
That is a triple test for sure. One, two, three, triple test. God, this is so annoying, isn't it?
Order filled.
Oh, flipping hell. I got to stop doing this for so many accounts. We've already made a new high from there. See, I went along there. It looked like it was going to get me, so I got out and went short for the triple test, and then it's doing the complete opposite. You bastard. Excuse my French. Let's take my next one. I trade these so damn aggressively. You don't know whether it's going to go long or short. We've already made a new high, see. Oh, bollocks to it.
Order
Let's just go
filled.
long. I'm getting
Order
bored with
filled.
this. Come on, get above here. I trade these so aggressively and stupidly. Surely it's got to break above there. Come on, push up. Here we go. Come on, push up. I can't hold on too much because it's you're done for the day. Yeah, you take it easy, bud. Oh, flip it, hellfire. I'm useless at trading these, I really am. I'm too aggressive. Possible failure. Ah, here we go. There may be a bigger channel here. There is a failure there. Second entry short triggered. Come on, push up and take that out. We have still got some distance we can go. Trouble is, if you trade in this aggressively, it's only got to pull back a little bit and you're out the game. See, look at that. You wouldn't have thought that, would you? Maybe it'll hold. So if I reverse that now, went short, it would go up. Doesn't seem to matter what you do sometimes. If you trade them aggressively, you just do not win. There is a second entry short there, so hopefully it's holding and it'll push up. If it gets above there, we should get a little pop. Reload your bars, these here. I don't think that'll help me. I trade stupidly and aggressively. This is the 10 range bar for a start, as this is, so it's not going to look the same as there, but yeah, this is just an evaluation. This is it's not my live accounts. I can't trade them at the moment. So this is just an evaluation. Cheap at the moment, which is why I'm trading them aggressively. Second entry short should push above there and give us a little pop. No, it should go. Should go. Come on, get up there. And again, it's bounced off it twice.
Target filled.
Does look like a spike and channel. There's a second entry short there triggered. I like the way it's going up. Speedy, how you doing, buddy? So let's just do that. Okay, so it did work that. Does look like we're doing this. There may even be yeah, I can't trade my live accounts at the moment. So this is just these are just 90% off evaluations at the moment. That's why I'm trading them like an idiot. So we got all overnight highs up here. So how much further will it go? We're getting close to a measured move. No, there isn't really, is there? I certainly haven't missed anything not trading my PAs. Kind of looks like a bit of a bull flag that. I'd like to see it drop out the bottom and then maybe trying to retest these highs or trying to break these highs. Thomas Wade's got that as a bigger channel. No, I don't like that. Like to see it drop out the bottom and clear some of this liquidity. Now, is it going to clear this and push up a bit? Possibly. If this is kind of rangy, depending on how you look at it, a breakout there, so that may give us that little push up. See if we get a second entry long off here, or a hidden second entry long or something. Just wanted to pick off some liquidity. Maybe down to there, or certainly below there. Nothing you can do there. No indication it's going to do that. So there's definitely an area around here, isn't there? Which it seems to be rejecting off. See if we can get into it first of all. I mean, if you look at this chart down here, the MES pretty much just ranging at the moment. So push down, sideways. I won't be surprised if you have another drop, which means a short up here wouldn't be a bad option. Okay, so Max got his chart like that. He's got that channel with a break. Yeah, more or less the same. He's got that break. Yeah, that's where the top of it's got. This is just an evaluation, mate. I can't trade my PA accounts at the moment. If I select there, it won't give me an option to sell. They're grayed out. I went into my settings at Guardian Angel Trader. What I'm doing, as well as looking at the 2000 tick chart there, I have on and off traded the MES penguin style trade. We had a good example of one yesterday. We got this move down, two nice legs, worked really nice, and one here as well. Well, the trouble is, because you're going for a bigger move here, I trade this on micros. So I went into, I usually have my position size set to 1 contract maximum on Guardian Angel Trader. So I went into it before the stream, and where it says position size, you can add. So I put in 1 contract maximum for the ES and 4 contracts maximum for the MES. And apparently someone said that I needed to actually type in the contract date as well. Well, I just saved it. The trouble is I can't get back into it now. I can only get back into it an hour before market opens and over the weekend. So as soon as I try and, put my PA account in here, they're greyed out. It won't let me trade. So I just picked up a couple of valuations. So that's why I'm trading these aggressively. So if you see me taking stupid trades, you know why. So yeah, it's just an evaluation. That's all. That's why I'm trading them like an absolute moron. As you can probably come to notice by now. It's kind of how I roll with them. They're cheap, but they work out about £12 British at the moment. It's about the price of 2 pints of beer. So hence I trade them. Part of the reason why I picked up some of these Traderify straight to funded accounts, because by the time I end up paying for half a dozen evaluations and a PA fee,
Order filled.
yeah, by the time it's like a triple test there. 1, 2, 3. By the time I've paid for a PA fee and the evaluations, I might as well have just bought the accounts. 1, 2, 3. Lag and a lag. Is this going to drop out and push up or not? Yeah, if you see me moving your stop, I wouldn't normally do that as such. Let's leave that there now. 1, 2, 3 triple tests. If this ticks above it, I think that's good to go then. Yeah, okay, so second entry long. So 1, 2, 3 triple test. What does it look like on here? Yeah, I think that's okay. 1, 2, 3. We'll see. We have got close to the highs, so you don't know whether it's going to reverse or not, but we'll see. You bastard.
Stop filled.
This is coming down, isn't it? I hate that. It's I shouldn't have got in there anyway. It does annoy me the way price works. If you trade things aggressively,
Order filled.
let's just go stupid. See if this thing drops. It does bore me trading these. I've got to say, I trade them really aggressively and stupidly. See if we get a strong move down. We may do. It's made multiple attempts to push up, so I have a feeling this may just drop a bit. Be a good British guy. That's why I hate trading these, because I trade them just stupidly. And I shouldn't do. I feel this is going to drop now. Don't you dare. Drop. There's no reason for it to come back. I don't mind a bullish bar. Might trigger and come down. I can't see that pushing back up. No, that's out. Drop. Come on. That's why I hate evaluations. Come on, drop. Trouble is, when you trade too many of them, you've got no room to maneuver. I know Nutty's done over 600. I thought I was probably one of the highest. No. He's done over 1,600, Nutty has. Come on, drop. So this is ranging to me, and we've come off close to those highs. So I'm guessing this is going to come down. Trouble is, you don't know whether it'll pull back. If it comes back anymore, it'll hit my what's it. Now we've tested that, the underline there, so channel with a break. Hopefully it doesn't go any higher. We'll see. Okay, that's not looking too bad. Trouble is, we may have two legs. This is looking quite rangy to me. So we've had a channel with a break, made multiple attempts, got close to the top and dropped. So my gut feeling is we're probably coming down. So that is likely to get stopped out. I've had a feeling we get some of a pullback. How much of one I don't know, but hopefully if it pushes down below there it might drop. So let's put this down here somewhere, I think. You haven't broke this low yet, so don't come back too much, will you? Yeah, it's definitely rangy, isn't it? So, come on, just get down there and get me out. There we go, second entry short. Now come down. I did have two opportunities to take $1,000 and I decided to wait. That's because I'm an idiot. Channel, second entry short. Come on, come bearish. So that should hopefully come a bit lower. If it breaks there and breaks there, that'll give it a little bit of oomph. Now, you may say there's a channel with a break. It may attempt to push higher. I don't think it will. It needs to get below there, and then it should have a little bit of a push then. Once it drops below there, I'll... don't you bloody dare. Come on, drop. A few more ticks. There we go. Now drop. Come on. Okay, I'm messing around. Let's just get out. Okay, that's not worked out too bad. Yeah, it's not really trending. We've had that channel up with the break, a bunch of, but we're scraping the top there. That's wrong. We're scraping the top there a bit. It's struggling to get up. So my guess is we're probably going to come down, probably two legs there. So we dropped out of this possible range, a couple of legs down. We couldn't get back into it. So we had a second entry short there. So fortunately, I only had 6 contracts on that. If I'd have had 10 contracts on that, I'd have got stopped out. Well, I wouldn't have got stopped out. I'd have got liquidated. The trouble is with me, because I don't like taking evaluations, I get impatient, and sometimes I'll go in there with 3 of them and click it 3 times. In other words, I'll go in with 9 contracts. The trouble is, my read was right that we're coming down. The trouble is, it's so okay, good and well, but if you haven't got enough drawdown to cope with that move back, it can liquidate your account before it ends up going in the direction you think it is anyway. So it's just a bad habit I've got in, because I hate doing evaluations. I find them a ball ache. It's almost like a bunch of shit just to get your PA account. Just give me the PA account. You know I can trade. And that's kind of why I hate them. They just develop bad habits. They're great for traders, you know, to learn to trade, to have a little bit of taste and all that. But I just find them a pain in the arse. Yeah, exactly. The trouble is, what I found is most of the time, you know, I never pay 50% off. I only ever buy them when they're 80% off and 90% off at the moment. So let's say they're 80% off. Usually I'll blow 5 and pass one of them, or if I take 5, well, that's costing me $175. And then if I pay $140 for the PA fee, it's cost me $300. For $320, I can have a straight to funded Traderify account. And the beauty of the Traderify account, 1, it's an end of day drawdown, and 2, when I get to $3,000, I can withdraw to. So it's a much better option, really. Which is kind of why I'm starting to branch out into other accounts. But I just trade I know I trade them stupidly. I just get impatient. But it's when the trouble is, at the moment, I'm paying about £12 and that's the price of 2 pints of beer. And the trouble is, when something's cheap, and you're risking less, you tend to take less care of it. If you're driving around in a £200,000 car, I guarantee you when you park at the supermarket, you're going to park half a mile away from the next car. But if you're driving around in a $2,000 car, you'll park next in between two cars. So it's kind of just the way life is at the moment. The more on the line, you know, the more you're risking, the more careful you generally become. It's kind of how human beings, and that's why these cheaper valuations develop bad habits. And that's why I've taken over 1,000 of them. Nutsy's taken 1,600 of them. I know someone who's taken, I know a couple of people who've done over 2,000. They just promote bad habits, unfortunately. And that's why I try and rush them. I wish I didn't. That's why I hate taking the damn things. But there you go. I blame Karina. She should stop me somehow. Yeah, I know 2 people have taken over 2,000. I know someone had taken over 1,500 a year ago. I know Nutty's done 1,600. I'm pretty sure Alpine's done probably close to that. I'm going to have to give Karina a password to my computer to stop me trading. Or something like that. But yeah, I've taken about 1,030. Where am I now? 1,051 I'm on now. John Howson. Yeah, it does, yeah. And I've never been a gambler. Gambling's never interested me. I think it's boring, but I think it's, yeah, part gamble maybe, but just impatience. I just want the PA so I can go a bit more careful. So we've had a push up and struggled to get above here. Yeah, I'm not too bad. To be fair, I blew about 4 PA accounts a week ago. And that's the first time I've done that this year. And I've managed to get a payment every single month now for the last 5 months. So I've made $30,000. What is that? 33. Obviously taking away expenses. Expenses usually I try and keep them around $1,000. It's been more this time because I've spent $1,200 on the 4 Traderify accounts, but I like to keep my expenses $1,000 maximum. Sometimes I'll do 1,200, sometimes I'll do a bit less. But 33 times 5, so there's what, 6? The average of about $6,000. It's a little bit more in it actually. $6,500, something like that. So if you take $1,000 off, an average of $5,500 per month. That equates to about over 4,000 British pound, which is about 48,000 a year. So for 3 hours work, it's not too bad. And compared to last year, I think I did 26,000 last year. Year before I did 12,000. The year before that, I lost, I think. So I am every year I'm up in the game. So, you know, if I can get close to, I don't know, 60, 80,000 this year, I'll be pleased. Anything else on top next year will be a bonus. To Traderify, why don't you just trade your... I can't at the moment, bud. What I've done is because I trade 1 contract on my PA accounts on the normal 2,000 tick chart and up to 4 micros trading the penguin style trading. I went into my Guardian Angel trader earlier on before the stream and I set my position size and I added, if you go into position size, it says click add. So I added the ES for a maximum of 1 contract. So that's all it'll let me trade on the ES, and the MES maximum of 4 contracts. And I saved it. And for some reason, it won't let me trade. If I open one of my Traderify accounts now, if I right click, there's no option to sell. See how these have grayed out? And I think it was Jay who said you've got to actually type in ES0625 and the same with the micros. So I can't trade my 6 PA accounts at the moment. I've got 4 of the Traderify accounts and 2 of the Apex PA account. So all I can trade at the moment is this evaluation, which is why I'm trading it stupidly. So unfortunately, I have it locked out. I can only get into it 1 hour before the stream or 1 hour before market opens to make any adjustments. And then I can't get into it then until tomorrow. Well, after midnight, as it's the weekend. So I'll just have to go back in and adjust them. So I'm stuck with valuations today, which I absolutely hate. So we got 2 legs down. Let's see if we get 2 attempts. There's a bit of support there. We've had a bounce off support and a second bounce off. If we can get a third bounce, we may get a triple test to go short. Triple test stroke second entry short. So it's hard to say that. My funded futures, I personally prefer them. $94 really well. Doesn't promote bad behavior. Yeah, I have had a few of them. There was something in the rules that I don't like. I can't remember what it was. We were talking about it the other day. There's something that I don't like in the rules. I can't remember what it is. But the plan is to have what is microscoping? Yeah, it wasn't that. I think they were okay. I think they sorted that problem out. I can't remember what it was now, but so anyway, the plan is, I mean, I have had up to 20 Apex PAs, but they kind of dwindle. But the plan is to have 5 My Funded Futures, 5 Take Profit, 5 Apex, and 5 Traderfi. It's the first time I've given Traderfi a go, to be honest with you, but I like what I see. Unfortunately, I can't trade them today, but that's okay. I mean, it's a Friday. At least I'm not going to have a red day. It's quite a messy looking day today, to be honest with you. I'm hoping we get a second attempt to push up here, in which case then we may start to push down. Apex do. I know lots of traders who scalp 1.6 ticks. I think you can trade. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can trade 2 points on it. I remember asking the question, and I'm pretty sure they came out and said, yeah, you can trade 2 points on the ES. If you trade in NQ, that's fine. You know, 2 points is, I think the equivalent is about 10 points for the similar size move. But I think if you trade in 2 points, I think you're okay. There was something else. I can't remember what it was. The reason I was put off it. I can't remember what. Bull and Ox I wouldn't touch. You can only trade them by themselves. You can't trade them with another prop firm. But yeah, I mean, when I get my next payment from Apex or Traderfi, I'm going to add another Traderfi account and possibly a couple of Take Profit Trader accounts as well, and slowly start to, diversify a little bit. At the moment, I can trade Tradeovate at the same time as. So if you look at the moment, if I open my accounts here, you can see I've got Traderfi, they're on Tradeovate, and I've got Apex, they're on Rhythmic. But with Bull and Ox, you're not allowed to trade with any other prop firms at the same time. You can't copy trade. No idea why. So when you get to $3,000 in your Tradervi live account, your Tradervi straight funded account, you can withdraw $2,000. If you get to $3,000 with an Apex account, you can only withdraw $900. So it's an attractive offer, to be fair, and that leaves you with $1,000 of drawdown left. So when you get to 3,000, I'm up. I've only had them for a few days. I'm up. Where am I? I haven't really made anything on the 3 of them. I'm up $400 on the 1 of them. But my guess is I'll probably get there by the end of June. That's for a 50,000 year. I think it's, I can't remember, to be fair. Let's have a look. What I like about it is it cost me, with the 35% off for the 50k account, $320. I'm more or less paid that anyway by the time I've done 5 evaluations and paid the PA fee. But at least then I jumped straight into a live account. So pricing, let's have a look. So at the moment, they're the full prices, but there's 35% off, which takes that down to $320. By the time I've taken 5 evaluations and paid a PA fee, it's costing me $315. You take 35% off that's on offer at the moment, that takes it down at $320. But you've got an end of day drawdown, which I like. You've got a consistency rule, but that's fine. That's no issues. Let's find out. So I just hate evaluations. I've got to say, I find them a complete ball ache. Help centre. Let's have a look. Payouts and withdrawals. If you do have one, or anybody does, incidentally, I have a link in the description. I get a kickback for it. It doesn't cost you anything more, but I get a small commission from it. So in the description of the video, there is a little link. If you go via that way, I do get a little kickback. Straight to SIM funded payout policy. Okay, here we go. So payout goal. So with the 50,000, when you get to 3,000, you can withdraw $2,000. When you got to 1,500 on the 25 accounts, and you can withdraw $1,000. So that's not too bad. But if you get Apex to 3,000, you can only take 900. You could take 2,000 here. I considered the 150,000, but you've got to get that to 9,000. And you can only then take out 3, which still leaves $6,000 in there. So, but I didn't like these when I first started, purely because of the cost of them. But then when I thought, if I take 5 evaluations at around about $35 each, and then $140 PA fee, it's cost me over $300 anyway. So yeah, so $50,000 account, you got to get to 3,000 and you can take 2,000. 25,000, you got to get to 1,500 and you can take 1,000. So and you got end of day drawdown as well, which is a bonus. If you want to go for a bigger move, you don't have to worry about it coming back and taking you out for break even and affecting your drawdown. So if we can get a reaction off here, I may have a short. Mind you, we have made a measured leg up there, so I wouldn't be surprised if this thing still comes down. Just looking at what other charts people have got here. Yeah, looking for some kind of a triple test here. fact,
Order
you know what?
filled.
I'm going to go with that. There's bound to be some liquidity down here. Channel down, 2 attempts to push higher. Let's
Order
throw another
filled.
one at it. Let's take one off the table here. Come on. Bound to pick this. There's loads of liquidity here. That one goes. I'll bring this down. Come on, you bounced off it.
Target filled.
There we go.
Stop filled.
Okay, that's better. That got us to $2,200. I still say I'll probably drop below there. But it is bouncing off VWAP a bit, so I think my main thing was to take that out there. It may go down a bit lower. So I've got a channel down, a couple of attempts to push higher. Quite a strong move down. I got in about down here somewhere and out here, and then a tad lower. So is there any type of a larger channel down there? May well be. It's a bit early yet. We need to come a bit further down. So I need about another $708, say $800, as long as I don't do anything too stupid. I may get one in the bag here. Plan is to get 5 of each account, so this would give me a third one of Apex as long as I don't do something stupid. Usually when I get close like that, then I'm usually all right then.
Connection lost.
The issue I have here, if this is a channel, we're not getting down to the bottom here, so we may get a break. Which is not a bad thing. I think that is more rangy than channel. Yeah, I go short here, but I don't like the fact that this is coming away. If this is a channel, which I'm not convinced it is, it's struggling to get down, in which case we may have 2 legs or we may have a break. Or if it is rangy, see how we trigger below that bar there. Be interesting to see where that goes. It may still come down, but I don't know. We get the drop now. Maybe there is a channel there. Okay, I'm just going to take a quick bathroom break. I'll be 1 minute. Okay. Uh, mm. You're $140 from the finish line. Brilliant. Agony. Yeah, best thing to do is just take your time, isn't it? Like, some things feel tougher the closer you get, don't they? It's weird how it works, isn't it? Need a second entry short up here. You know about there, yeah, second entry long, which is it failing though? I don't think it is, because we're far from the EMA. I wouldn't take that too far. My guess is that's going to push up and tick that out and get close to this. You're done for the day. Take my 2 winners. Good on you, Kelly. 2 winners, mate. That's the time to go home. Definitely. We're not pattern traders, too far from the EMA, yeah. Yeah, it's working off there, isn't it? So my gut feeling is a short there's just too far there. May work, but I think most of the time we got a little push up and a little pull back, and I think another push up, stop that red bar out there, triggered it and stop it out, and then get us close back to this sort of area where we maybe think about going short. Yeah, going short again up here. So is it going to tick above there? It's bound to. Yeah, so short up here somewhere. Wider channel up. Wider channel up. That, no. It's more of a range this for me. Something like that. It's always possible, but I wouldn't have said so. It's more or less, I mean, at the moment, this to me looks like it's on the way down. I mean, I could be wrong. You never know what might happen, you know, by the end of the day. But at the moment, it does kind of look like we're just chopping up and down, ranging at the moment. It's hard to say. That for me as a channel is too broad, I think. Who else has got what? Yeah, see, Thomas Wade at the moment's got that same sort of thing. Channel up with a break new high. And now this will be interesting. The trouble is we've only got one leg up here. We've got 2 legs here. So tough one there. I wouldn't want to go short on the ES here. On the 2000 tick chart. So this is the range one now. It may drop from there, but I might see what happens here. See how this moves. Too far from the EMA. When we're looking for shorts, really, we want it to come back to the EMA because I thought, no, maybe not. EMA acts as like a magnet. It's a good idea to take an entry back at the EMA when prices come back. See, there's a short. You may think there's a short there, but it's too far from the EMA. So what happens? Price triggers it, pushes up, stops it out, and then gets back to the EMA. EMA stroke key entry point here. Tempted to have a go at this, even though that doesn't look good there. Let's just see how this.
Order filled.
We've had a little bit of a push. See if it works. It is a second entry short. I got in a little bit too late. Trouble is, I don't like it on here, but sometimes it'll just push up and move down. I'm tempted just to get out here. I don't like this. Let's give it a second. I you know, I had a feeling it was going to do that. That's the trouble with this sometimes. Second entry short did look right, but a lot of times it doesn't look right here, so that's all right. It's one of them things, isn't it? So that would be a hidden second entry short. That would look better. That's why it's better sometimes to have that second bar. Let's just drop
Order
one up in
filled.
here and give it a bit more space. I am taking a risk here, but this is coming down to me. So as long as I've got enough liquidity there, enough drawdown there. I think it is a range, to be fair, mate. I think it is a range, but we've come down. I'd expect a couple of attempts to go higher. I still expect it to come down. We'll see. Now, if you wonder why I'm trading this stupidly and aggressively, it's an evaluation. I can't trade my PAs at the moment. I've changed something in my Guardian Angel settings and it's not letting me trade. Still think we're trying to test the highs there. We have had two legs down. It just looks too broad for a channel. We'll see. See if I get lucky or I blow yet another one. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3 attempts. See what happens. Channel break, new high. I jumped in because it does look like a channel, and when we have a break we usually do make a new extreme, in which case if we do I could potentially take that lower. See what happens here. Need a bearish bar now. There is going to be liquidity along here, so maybe it's, I don't know. I mean, I certainly wouldn't be trading me PAs this way. I'm trading this, what I think is going to happen, not necessarily what I'm seeing. We've got a channel with a break and a new high. We've got a bearish bar there. And one on here, channel break, new high. See what happens, see if this does come down. If this is a channel, I'd expect it to. Thomas Wade's got that as a channel. There's a few people, so it's just too broad for a bigger channel, I think. For a bigger channel up. Thomas Wade's changed it now. Yeah, he had it like this. He's changed it. He did have it like that. How much have I got? 900. I need 3. I've only got about 500 left on it. This ain't going to work, I don't think. I need a bit of luck here. See if it comes down. Yeah, to be fair, I know one of my biggest habits is trading these evaluations. That's why I hate the damn things. Okay, so that's looking more positive now. Got channel break, new high, lower high, so that should at least get down to the EMA. I still think it's a channel. Now, I could be wrong, but I'm going to move this down and just keep it tight. Now, that is a fair size flush down to me, so I think this is going to continue down. So let's see. Here we go. There we go. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Keep going, keep going, keep going. That'll do.
Stub filled.
Okay, sorted. So it looks like a channel. We got 2 legs up and then woof straight down. So it looks okay. We got a touch, a touch, a touch, and it's fitting nice. We got 2 legs up. I went short about here, which is early, I know. But my guess is we're going to have a break and come down. So we had a, let's have a look. So it did exactly what I expected. Little channel break, new high, 2 legs up, break from a channel, push down. There we go. Behave. I've just done well there. I still think we'll break these lows. I'm tempted to go short again there.
Order filled.
Okay, what do I need? $800. If I hit there, that'll pass that. I'm pretty sure we will. To give it an extra tick just in case. Come on, flush down. Come on. You know you want to. Come on. Come on. Come to daddy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come
Target
on. Beautiful.
filled.
Okay. Yeah, passed. Nice one. Okay. Happy days. So channel break in the way of 2 legs. 2 legs down to a new low. Let's have a look. Yeah, see, Thomas Wade had it as a channel, then he changed it, and then he had that. It's not right to me. This to me at the moment is more of a range, a bigger range. Oh, now he's changed it back. He's changed it back there. So channel with a break, channel break, new high. Look nicer on here. We can see 2 clear legs up with a lower high here. And usually when you get that, it makes a new low. Now, I wouldn't normally have had the confidence to hold that on a PA account. But on an evaluation, when I'm only risking £12, I don't mind. Finally passed it. Passed. You passed it, have you? Good on you, mate. Good on you. Right, was difficult to trust with a wider downtrend, but looks correct now. Yeah. It's not the easiest day to trade, to be honest with you, but we've had 2 legs up, right close to that measured move. We've had a channel break, 3 attempts to go higher. We got close to this. You know, I did say it's going to be an area to get through there, and we didn't quite get it. And then we had a drop, 2 legs down, another pullback or another attempt with a break, and then down to a new low. My guess is it more likely work its way down, but I've done what I needed to do. So how long have we been going for? 2 hours. I'm going to knock it on the head there, I think. So I couldn't trade my PA accounts today because I've changed the settings. I don't think Thomas is a very good trade. Another hindsight chart reader. I definitely rate Dan more than I do Thomas Way. Dan keeps things tight. And But he makes money, I think, doesn't he? But yeah, I certainly rate Dan more of a Pats trader. But there you go. So that did work. I mean, I was aggressive in getting in there. I knew I was, but my gut feeling it was going to come down. So it worked in the end. Let's have a look. So that's past that. So let's now switch that back over to 1. Dan from he's one of the mods or mentors that started the Facebook group. He's got he's about as close to Mac as you'll find. So this is Dan's Discord here. These are his chart updates. So that's Dan there. That's about as close as you'll get. He hasn't. That one was over 30 minutes ago, but he's about as close as you can get to Mac. But yeah, he's a solid trader. He's a solid trader, and so the rumour is he hasn't lost a trade since last October. Now, he only scalps for 6 ticks, so that obviously probably helps. But he is a solid trader. So there you go. So yeah, I'm done, folks, anyway. So enjoy your weekends. Best of luck if you trade. It's been really choppy, isn't it, the last couple of days? Pretty chopped, this. It's not the easiest of trading. Mind you, if you can get into one setup. Yeah, you too, bud. If you can get one setup, if I can get one good trade a day, I'm happy. But there you go. So I'll leave you folks to it. So I'll be back on Monday. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. And I'll catch up with you all on Monday. Bye for now.